episode of Quilt with the Stars is brought to you by Baby Lock, for the love of sewing, Red Rooster Fabrics, so new, so exciting, so Red Rooster, and Koala Cabinets, sewing furniture custom built in America. It is trunk show time on Quilt with the Stars with my guest, Kelly Mueller. And we're going to start by looking at Kelly's studio. You were a little videographer as well, branching out yet again and taking some video footage of your studio. Let's take a look.
Okay. We'll start here. I have some of my dressmaker forms, which I just recently purchased to make our Just Two Tea Towels.
Yeah. Where'd you get them? Did you get them online, or where do you find?
Antique stores.
Antique
I had my mom
stores.
looking down in Missouri. She found one for me, so.
Great.
And I have my studio kind of divided into work areas. So this is kind of my art area.
The easel, beautiful.
The easel, yeah. I have a lot of desktop there, so I can kind of lay things out and see how they're gonna work.
Several computer screens, I see.
Yes.
Double monitor is awesome. I mean, really, for so many things, writing or designing, having two monitors is like,
Going back and forth.
Are they synced, that your mouse goes back and forth?
I should do that.
You can do that.
Yeah. So I do a lot of designing on the computer. So, you know, a lot of time is spent there, but this is where I would love to spend most of my time, of course, the sewing area.
Yeah.
And you can see I have a couple of design walls up top there. That really helps me to kind of lay things out and visualize. You can see there I have the Hugs and Holly little strike-offs, so I can kind of start planning my projects for the book.
Because you work small, I love how you've got that framed. You've got your design wall framed.
Yeah,
you know, I can't really do it because I make
just punched it out, and yeah, it was neat.
Big quilts, so I can't really do that, but I love that idea. It's really nice.
Yeah. And this is just a little design board. I have several of these, and it helps when I have several projects going on at once. And because I do the small stuff, I'm able to kind of lay it out on these boards, and I can actually stuff them behind a desk or cupboard and hide them and then bring out the next one. So
you have awesome storage.
Yes, well, I have project bins also. You know, I have so many deadlines, and you know, you have to wait on fabrics or this or that, and so you have to continue working, but you have to put that project away and bring out the next one and just keep going. So
if you're as busy as Kelly, you have to stay organized. I think those bins, that's a great thing. It's a very cool thing. Well, that's fabulous. I can take that and put that over here, and I want to see all these things that you're making in this studio of yours. So first, we talked a little bit about that panel, and this is what we meant. So tell me about the panel.
This, first of all, it's on paper.
Right.
So everything's in process, but
it will be on fabric.
It will be on fabric.
This is the mock-up. You're seeing behind the scenes.
So, you know, we had the strike-offs earlier, and this is actually what comes before the strike-offs. So I send them artwork on paper, they send it back on paper, and eventually it gets to the strike-offs. But I wanted to show you this because this is the whole master panel, and it's not unique, but it's not something that's put out there very often for master panels, because it has several projects on the master panel, and the directions for how to make projects from these are included right on the master panel. So a customer can go to a store, a quilter can go to the store, purchase the master panel, and everything's right there for making, on this one, 11 projects.
I mean, I think it's going to be pretty hot, Kelly. I mean, it's really cool. Like that's going to be kind of a big ticket, kind of like I want that kind of thing. I mean, you know, that's
well,
what I'm sensing it, because it's really, really handy and very kind of an ingenious way.
Well, and especially for this line, for Christmas, it's great for making little gifts for people. And I actually have mock-ups.
Yeah, let's take a look at those.
What I had to do was, in order to make the instructions for the master panel and make sure that everything was going to work out okay, I had to actually make the projects, and I wanted to see that the characters were actually going to look good on the project.
That the scale was right, and
So what I did was I printed my art onto printable fabric sheets right off my printer, and then I pieced them together. So you can see it's a little stiffer than regular fabric.
It's a mock-up,
The color's not quite as vibrant as it will be on the fabrics, but it was a good way just to test it out. So this is a little casserole dish cozy, and it's a little tin foil one that you can just buy at any store with the lid on it, and that way you can make several of them to give for gifts.
Yes, and I'm seeing in here it fits so perfectly.
It does.
I mean, do you want to eat your leftovers when they're in this? I think you do. You get a couple more of these little mock-ups.
So this is the little mouse from here, from the panel, and it says, "Not a creature was stirring." So you can make little baked goods to put in the bag or just some kind of little gift that you have.
Awesome.
This one's maybe one of my favorites.
A wine cozy?
A wine cozy. And the directions are right on the cozy to just chill.
Chill. So, yeah. I mean, simple as that. Chill, people.
Just chill.
It's great.
So, and this is a little bucket. It's a little stiff because of the fabric, but there's 2 different art pieces on the master panel for 2 different buckets. We also have the little gingerbread family, so you can make a little hot pad, and you could stick a little recipe in there.
Sure. It's cool too that it's like all this group. It's one group, you know. So if you made it all, it's sort of like
coordinating.
It's coordinating. That's really great. Yeah, this is super cool.
Yep.
And we talked a little bit earlier about we talked about your books, and I want to show. We have a few things from the Happy Haunters. Behind us, we have the quilt that was featured on the front of this book.
Yes.
I love it. I mean, were you inspired by some sort of,
I never know where the ideas come from, but what I love about it is I like to embellish a lot. So I made these little spiders just out of buttons, and the eyes are little beads that are centered right in, it's just like the apron here.
Yeah,
so
that's
the eyes
great.
are centered right in the middle of the button.
Right in the middle of the button.
Just little white beads.
See, that's brilliant. And this little apron, I mean,
yeah,
so cute. And we have a few other pieces from this line.
Yes.
These are unbelievable. These little beanbag bats and frogs. I mean, so when your boys were younger, I mean, is this old enough that they played with these, that you like made them for them?
My younger son, yes. He will be 10, and he still likes stuff like this. He still likes all the games.
Good, that's nice. It probably, I hate to tell you, it probably won't last, right?
I know.
He's 14
Enjoy
or
it while
10
I can, right?
He'll be like, I don't want to be in bag ever, but no, but they're really, really lovely. And it's tic-tac-toe, right? It's a game.
But it's called Stick Bat Toad. I actually had a little broom made out of a little stick with raffia hanging off the end to look like a broom, so it's Stick Bat Toad.
That is awesome. Good mom. And you know, we have the farm book we were talking about.
Fresh Off the Farm.
Fresh Off the Farm, and we have a quilt from that group as well over on the wall. And I just wanted to make sure we got it in because I love it so much. The little cow is like, you know, he's chilling. He's chilling too. Yeah.
Very proper for the Midwest style.
Totally. And so let's move along. We got a couple more things to show. The tea towels. Tell me a little bit about those. And we've got these here.
Yeah, just real quick, these were the patternlets that we discussed earlier. So they're just quick, easy projects. You use the applique on the tea towels, but then you can go to my website at thewoodenbear.com, and we have free additional ideas that you can print off to help you expand your uses for the applique.
For example, well, let's see, now the patternlet, is that the same as the just 2 tea towels? That's different. That's different.
Yeah.
Okay, right. I'm trying to keep track of all your projects.
I have all these lines. So this is the just 2 tea towels.
Right, because you just need 2 to do all these
just
different
2.
things. It's adorable, this apron.
So this is the Christmas set.
The Christmas group.
And like I said, it's just, you can see the plaid tea towel and the mini check here. And even the ties are made out of the tea towel. So I show you exactly how to cut it so that you get the cuts right. And it's actually in the neckline here, I put elastic that's hidden in here. And that way you can get it, you can fit it just right to hang where you want it to hang, but you can still get it over your head.
Absolutely. So. Yeah, design isn't just about art and color. It's about
function
and a project or a product that really works for you. And this is the newest one, right? The newest group. I want to show all the pieces from
That's
this.
The love group. So kind of a
sweet,
you know, Valentine or anniversary or
absolutely,
or every day.
And I loved what you said too about, and this is design work as well. I mean, you said the tea towels, you used them for a reason. They're really sturdy. They hold up to cooking and cleaning, although if you cleaned in this, I would just like come to your house and say, stop. But I mean, it's too cute. But this is like the perfect size apron. I love those little short aprons.
Yes.
Super functional.
Yep.
And you have a few.
So we have several different sets, the Christmas set, the love set, and then we have a fall set, and then our snowman set.
Gorgeous. There's one more thing I want to look at, the treats.
Oh, sure.
I like those, right?
So this is the other fabric line. Like I said, the Hugs and Holly comes out to shops in April. And this is Sweet Treats, Kelly Sweet Treats, and it starts shipping to shops in May, June. And so this actually, I just got the fabrics last Friday.
Oh, bring them in.
So
let's take a look.
I was able to not just see strike-offs.
Last Friday, so this is it. I mean, this is like, is it like having a kid or something? I mean, is it like, that's
like
my
Christmas
baby.
when the fabric arrives.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
you get to start designing with it. And yeah,
you made this.
It's nice to go from start. I mean, you start with just an idea, you make it into fabric, and then you take the fabric and make projects and patterns. I mean, start to finish, it's, you know, it's all my stuff. Yeah, it is like my baby.
It is, absolutely. It's so cool to be a creative person. I mean, you have an idea, and to see it through to fruition is really, it's unbelievably fulfilling.
It's very fulfilling.
So, and this is the grand panel, the same kind of idea, and
it's the same as and these are made, again, these aren't the final fabrics, and this is actually totally different fabrics, but the ideas are here. I had to do the mock-ups to make sure that the instructions for the master panel would work. So this is like a teapot cozy and a casserole dish cozy.
Really nice.
So that's for the large 9x13, and another one just like we saw before for the little 8x8.
They're fabulous, Kelly. You're a busy girl, and we're glad because all your stuff is so cool, all your projects. And yeah, I think you qualify as a quilting star.
Oh, thanks.
Feel like a star?
I do feel like a star.
I kind of feel like a star too. We better
right under here.
We better put on the shades. The lights are so bright. Kelly, quilt with the stars. We'll see you later. Thanks for joining us. This episode of Quilt with the Stars is brought to you by Baby Lock, for the love of sewing, Red Rooster Fabrics, so new, so exciting, so Red Rooster, and Koala Cabinets, sewing furniture custom built in America.